The GPU market has been pretty horrendous for the last year and a half, causing pricing on graphics cards to be extraordinarily high. So it's really tough to get a decent graphics card at a decent price right now. But I want to show you a few options for getting a decent card at an okay price for June/July 2021. And really quick, this video is part of a bigger series on how to build a custom PC. So if you haven't seen the rest of the videos in this playlist and you're a beginner when it comes to building a PC, I would recommend watching those videos first. So I'll put links in the cards and in the video description below so you can check those out. Okay, most graphics cards prices are totally and utterly awful right now. Actually, all graphics card prices are. For what you get, you'll overpay on literally everything you buy on the market right now, but there are a couple options where you won't overpay as much for what you get. Okay, so for example, an NVIDIA 3060, which is a new graphics card, retails for about $450, but in the current market, you'll pay $1,100 for it. And that's over $600 overpriced. And that's because it's a current generation with a lot of power. However, if you buy a mid-range GPU from a couple of years ago, you're still going to overpay, but not nearly as much. For example, if you buy an RX 580 4GB variant, you'll pay just under $300 if you do a little digging. But that card still will play Call of Duty at 1080p 60 frames a second on moderate settings. And that's a pretty decent experience. So you're overpaying $150 instead of $600. Yeah, it is still dumb, but you don't lose as much money if you were to go, as if you were to go with a newer card. Now, there are some cards in that category, as the RX 580, that will give you a reasonable priced performance, and they are an AMD RX 5500 XT, an NVIDIA 1650 or 1660, or even a 1080. All of those are going to give you good performance, and they aren't going to be nearly as much as some other cards on the market right now. And if you really need a new graphics card, Newegg does what they call the Newegg Shuffle, where they raffle off the chance to buy new graphics cards at MSRP to avoid scalper prices. And that's not a bad option as well. As for my build, I'm gonna go with an RX 580 4GB graphics card. And this is my second PC for gaming, so I will upgrade it later, but I don't need it to run anything insane right now. And this build is specifically for YouTube. But there you have it, a few options for buying a graphics card in 2021 during the graphics card shortage. Hopefully this was helpful and useful, and if it was, I would love a thumbs up and a sub from you. Also, if you have any tips on buying graphics cards, help a fellow PC gamer out and leave them in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you later.